The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of She's in the Circle are their own and do not represent Lamore Media Versatility, that of any broadcast networks utilized its advertisers or sponsors. All content is subject to copyright and may not be reproduced in any form without prior written consent by Lamore Media Versatility. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of She's in the Circle are for general public information and entertainment purposes only.
Happy birthday, Day. Hey. You remember the music?
Oh, yes.
Upgrade you. Can I up? Hard to let me upgrade you.
Hey, let's do it.
Welcome,
everyone. We're back.
Guess what, y'all? We are live today.
For real.
We are live with you here tonight.
Yes.
Tonight. We are live tonight.
Listen, we typically air Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let the cat out the bag, right?
We air, but today we are live, okay? This is a live show.
So say hi to us because we can chat with you here. Hi, Letitia, my sister.
Yes.
Cleo. Hi, Cleo. Yes. Christina. Hello there, Christina.
Pamela.
Hi, Pam. Hey, Brian. That's doable there. Hey, guys.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes. Welcome to She's in the Circle. This is where we get business done.
And we still have fun.
We always have fun.
Absolutely. And one thing we want to tell you is, guess what? You belong here.
And we mean that.
Absolutely.
We mean that. That is absolutely real. So I'm Katrina Carrington. I'm your CPA.
Yes.
I'm your business growth coach. And we have the amazing, beautiful, fly. She's good tonight.
I just want to,
all right. Dejae Williams, tell them about all the fabulous things that you're doing, ma'am.
My name is Dejae Williams. I am a branding and marketing specialist, and I also help with business credit and personal credit as well.
Yes.
So we got a little sprinkle going on. We do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it all comes together just nice.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
I like it. So we just want to say thank you for tuning in and joining us tonight. We've got a great lineup. Tonight we are going to be talking about money and being financially wise and fit. And the book that we're going to be covering tonight is called The Soul of Money. So we've got some good talking points about that.
We do. It's interesting because last week we did 10X by Grant Cardone, and this is a complete contrast.
It's totally different. Yes.
And I love that about our show. Every week we have a new book, and sometimes they might collaborate and sometimes they might clash. And this is one of the ones that, again, is completely opposite, but I love it because it's going to give you two schools of thought about money.
And it's a different perspective. So I really love that. So before we get into that, let's talk about the She's Efficient, the Brunch, Dance, and Learn.
Yes.
That's going to be coming up this Saturday, September the 9th. And we do have some tickets that are still available. They are filling up fast. So we are going to be sharing that link in there. We're going to be sharing the link with you guys. Hey, Alice. Hey, Phyllis.
Alice, you are our winner.
Brittany. Hey, Brittany. What's up, girl? Hey,
Alice. So you got your gift card, girl. That's come here to get it.
That's right.
We got your $100 gift card.
Well, she's gonna be at the brunch on Saturday, so we will be seeing you, ma'am. Yes, we are gonna be seeing you.
Absolutely.
But the She's Efficient Brunch, Dance, and Learn, we're so excited about that event that's going to be held at Uncork Unwind right here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. That is owned by Shayla Boyd, and she also has her event planner, Tion. That's right, Tion. And they are just amazing women.
They are.
I'm really excited about having the opportunity to collaborate with other boss babes in the area, right? Because that's what it's all about, coming together and just doing amazing things to help women. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's talk about the agenda for the Brunch, Dance, and Learn.
Okay.
Yes.
So for Brunch, Dance, and Learn, we are definitely going to be having some pink mimosas. We're going to have charcuterie boards. We're going to, kind of mix and mingle in the beginning. And then we're going to dance. So my business bestie here, she knows that to me a dance. Y'all, she got that thing all the way down. I can get it more from you. Listen, it's going to be an amazing time. You definitely don't want to miss this. This is going to be a time to network, collaborate, fellowship, learn all those things. Yes. And I'll be teaching the Canva class. So I'm going to teach you how to level up your marketing, your branding, how to make your visuals look eye-catching. And I have a secret too, a secret sauce to share. Secret sauce.
So you're going to give it to them now?
You got to be there.
You have to be at the brunch.
You got to be at the brunch to get the secret sauce.
That's right. Christina said she is going to be there.
Okay, Christina.
And Candace. Hey, Candace. She said she's going to be there as well. We can't wait to see you.
Remember, listen, ladies, the seats are filling up fast, so please make sure that you get your tickets because you don't want to miss your spot. It's going to be an amazing time. Wear your pink or a touch of pink to keep the blues away. This is our, y'all know the vibe.
Come cute now. Come cute because, that's just what we do.
That's what we do up here.
It's always nice to have a reason to just get a little cute.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you look good, you feel good.
You do. You feel good. Now, wear some comfortable shoes, though, because we will be doing some dancing. So, and to me, a lion dance, there's a lot of moves in it. It's a lot of... we're using up the whole floor.
Oh yeah,
right. With those figure eights. So yeah, you definitely want to have on something comfortable. But it's going to be a good time. And then we're also going to be talking about goal getting. Okay, we are going to be 10xing those goals. So if you have some things that you know that you're going to be working towards or that you aspire to, bring them in. We want to definitely talk about them, and we're going to talk about how you can achieve those goals.
Yes.
So get ready to learn and have a really good time. So I'm excited about it.
I'm excited. Yes. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Me too.
So you got to be there so you can catch that excitement and catch the momentum and run with it.
That's right. So it's this Saturday, September the 9th. And the link is going to should be down in our show notes. If it's not there, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, Tasha at Once Designs. Hey, Tasha. Oh, my girl is going to be in New York showing for Fashion Week. Okay, Tasha at Once Designs. Yes. Yes. We gotta get these amazing ladies on the show, right? We gotta get these ladies on the show.
You ready? Yes, it's coming up.
Are you ready? Like we're gonna be in touch. We're gonna be in touch.
Like the double dash, you gotta get way tight. What you trying to carry? But come on in, we're gonna have you on the show. It's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Absolutely.
Right. So many amazing women they're just doing their thing. Everybody's just really going after their goals, pursuing the things, pursuing their purpose. I love it. I love it. And I love this community that we're creating where it fosters supporting each other.
Absolutely. Because that's our why.
That's right. It's about collaboration. It's not about
competition. No.
It's none of that mean girl stuff. Like it's all positive vibes here. We don't want drama. Yeah. If it has anything to do with drama, we don't want nothing.
We don't want none of that.
Don't even bring it this way because it's all about positivity.
Absolutely.
And supporting other women. Absolutely. And there's enough out here for everybody. There's enough business for everybody. And when somebody else is winning, we got to clap for each other. We have to clap. That's right. Come on. We got to clap. We got to support. So when you're winning, I'm going to be clapping for you. And when we're out here winning, we want you to clap for us too. So that's what it's about. It's that whole mean girl thing. That's a thing of the past.
That's played out, y'all. That was so 2008. That's right.
We grown. We're all the way grown women here, and it's about supporting one another.
Right.
So that's what She's in the Circle is all about, and that's what we are always going to be about. So if you want that positivity, if you're looking for a community of women where you can be supported and you can learn, you can be encouraged, this is the place. And we're not kidding when we say you belong here.
Yeah, right? Because you do. And you feel it. We know that you feel it because we mean it. And that's why you feel it.
That's right. Let me see who we got on here. We're going to get ready to segue into our sponsor of the day, right?
I love this, that we have this now. Shout out to More Media.
Yes.
Always coming through with the latest and greatest technology to help us elevate our podcast. Quick shout out.
Tisha said the Tamia dance. The spaghetti legs, the spaghetti legs.
Oh my gosh. I had spaghetti legs in the beginning, but my bestie got me all the way together.
Thank you, Miles. Miles says we're looking great. That's my baby Miles.
Oh, hey, Miles.
Yes. And Chansonique is on here. She said, hi, ladies.
What's
Good
going
evening.
on?
Hi, Chansonique. We really would love to get you back here in Jacksonville, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes. Tisha, we're going to need to get you in Jacksonville so you can come on out to the brunch, man. Come on. This is what? Charlotte is about what?
4 hours.
4 hours. So you just get on that road.
Yeah.
Get on 85.
Just ride it
40, 24, boom.
Bring some girls, make it a girl trip. Might as well.
Right. That's right. So you can learn that dance.
Them all in the circle. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So let's talk about today's sponsor, or our favorite tool, actually.
Yes.
So today is about being financially wise and financially fit. So what better tool to look at other than QuickBooks Online? Hey, QuickBooks Online, now that is my jam.
Yeah.
As a CPA, as an accountant,
Come on.
always highly recommend that tool. Is user-friendly. You can do your bookkeeping on there. You can pay your employees. If you have contractors, you can pay them through direct deposit. And there's so many great features, but it's all about knowing your numbers. And that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes,
Being financially wise. In order to do so, you have to know those numbers. So if you have a business, you're going to need to know your numbers. And the way to do that is to have a good accounting software in place.
Or a good accounting in place.
That part too.
Yes.
All of the things.
Yes,
but also getting that QuickBooks Online. So we're going to be sharing an affiliate code. And since we're doing a live show, we're going to come back and put a lot of this. So usually what's happening during the show, we are watching. We're watching with you and we're responding with you. So tonight we have a live show that is going on.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to get it to you, but just stay with us on the show tonight. So QuickBooks Online, that is going to be the tool that we highly recommend. And that's the industry. That is the industry standard. So I don't recommend, I know there's other like FreshBooks, there's other software out there that you can use, but I really like QuickBooks Online, and most accountants really like it because it does all the things that you need it to. You can run your balance sheet, your profit and loss statement. You can pull cash flow statements. You can do comparisons. It's really just going to help you to understand your business so you know how to make those boss moves. You have to know those numbers. So it's going to help you to look at those things and see where you have your variances and, percentages, your changes and things that you've made come like last year compared to this year, last month to this month, last quarter to this quarter, how you doing so far for the year, all of those things. So it's a really powerful tool. So
sounds pretty comprehensive.
Online.
Yeah, I love it.
It is. And as an accountant, like I said, I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this book today.
My gosh.
So we are talking about our book for today.
Soul of Money.
So you all have been following along with us. Right. And last week we did a recap. Do you want to do a recap again today on what we've covered? I know last week we did 10X.
We did 10X with Grant Cardone, and he's all about dominating. He's all about, taking it by force and going after what you want. Not necessarily stepping on other people, but more so just completely going hard or going home. He's like, go full out. So everything that he does, he 10X's it. And what that means to him is all aspects of life, personal, business, friendship. So anything that he does, he puts his all into it. So one thing that he said that I really, really love, and it really caught my attention, it takes just as much energy not to do something it does to do it. Yeah. And I was like, well, how is that true? Because if you don't do something, for instance, like if you hit the snooze on the alarm, right? You think you're going to rest, you're going to, get back up a little bit later on.
Right.
No, he said when you hit the snooze button on the alarm clock, what's really happening is your mind is still going. That's why when you wake up, you feel even more tired because you didn't really get up and do the things you needed to do that day. You hit the snooze. You're still thinking about, okay, I got to get up. I got to do X, Y, Z. And now all that energy is running through your body. And you're even more exhausted, not only mentally, but physically and emotionally and spiritually probably too.
And probably stressed too.
Yeah.
Because all of the things that you needed to get done didn't get done. And so now you're scrambling.
Exactly.
You're scrambling
to get it done.
And that's how a lot of things end up happening because you're rushing, because you're trying to get through things. I will say this, there's disappointment that comes with that too.
That's true. Very true.
You can get down on yourself and you're like, okay, I knew I was supposed to do this. I didn't do it. And now I have to make all these excuses. It's not a good feeling. That's never a good feeling.
So you have to make excuses.
It's like, just get up. Just go ahead and get up. One of the books I think we need to cover that we need to talk about is 5 a.m. The 5 a.m. Club.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one because
I haven't read it yet. Have you read it?
I have.
Okay.
I have. And getting up early, we'll save it. Okay. But getting up early, you'll be surprised how much extra time you get back into your day when you're up and working while everybody is asleep. You don't have the distractions of the day, and it gives you a chance to really, like, if you want to get your workout in, if you want to have some focused time to get some work done, even before like the kids get up to go to school. There's so many distractions in our day, So we got to do the 5 a.m. club. Definitely have to do that.
That might be our next. We'll talk about that. About that.
Yes. Okay, so let me see. I'm looking at the comments, y'all. If you need motivation, this is what to listen to. Great as an audiobook. I agree, Christina. That is a great audiobook.
Gosh.
The 10X Rule, right? By Grant Cardone.
Right.
And my mom said that's what happened to her today. Yeah, I mean, it's always, you have to have grace and you have to forgive yourself,
Absolutely.
When you have those moments, but then you learn from it and you're like, okay, I don't want to feel like this. So you do something different
the next time.
The next time.
Yeah.
So, and that goes back to just recapping our episodes. We started out on the journey of just building, your foundation and, getting back to the basics of things. So
Atomic Habits.
Episode 5, we did the She's Efficient, where we talked about strategies for effective time management, and we covered that was actually for time management. We actually covered do the hard things first.
Oh, that was a great one too.
That was a really good
Excellent
one.
book.
Episode 6, we talked about She's Empowered from Within.
Yes.
And that was the power of positive thinking. That book, that still really resonates. I want to go back to that one because that manifestation and just, what we tell ourselves really matters. So we're recapping these things because we don't want you to forget. This is all building. All of these things are building.
Right.
When you talk about being financially fit, it's our habits. It's what we're telling ourselves.
Correct.
It's, how we're
operating, how we're moving.
What our perspective is on life, what we think about ourselves, what we think about our outlook on life, all of those things matter. And especially when it comes to the psychology of money, right? So the habit forming and all those things is so very important. And just being positive and telling yourself that I can do this. If you want it, you can do it.
You can definitely have what you want, for sure.
Mm-hmm. We did episode 7. It was about foundational brilliance, right? And we did the Start with Why.
Oh,
I still love that. Yeah. I still love that book.
Because when you know what your why is, you know what you're doing.
Everything.
So your why could be just about anything. It could be your children. It could be your spouse. It could be you just want a better life for yourself. So whatever your why is, you maybe want to help pull your family out of poverty. So whatever your why is, that's super important to really highlight that and have that. That should be like on your window or on your mirror when you first wake up in the morning, just to remind you, because sometimes we can have those days where like, oh, I didn't get up early,
You forget your purpose.
Yeah.
And it also could be solving a problem. It's your why, it's your personal why. But when you're talking about a business, it can be, why did you start this particular business? Why? What is your purpose?
That's good.
What are you looking to solve? What problems does your business solve?
That's
right.
Good.
And
Absolutely.
you stay focused on, okay, this is why. So She's in the Circle. Why did we create She's in the Circle?
Oh my gosh.
Because we wanted to create this community of women that was supportive.
Absolutely. And we understand what it feels like to be in business by yourself and you're out there competing, when you're trying to collaborate. But some people want to compete, and that's their thing. Everybody's different. But we really wanted to create a community where women feel safe and you feel heard and you feel like you do belong here. And, just creating that community helps you feel like I'm not in this by myself. That's the key thing, because you're not. So if you're by yourself, it's because you want to be, because you are always welcome here. That's why our tagline is you belong here in the circle with us.
That's right.
And we want to help you succeed. Again, your success is our success.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just looking at some of the comments, Chansonique said she gets up at 4 a.m.
Okay. Oh, you know what? She meditates, which is another great thing to do when you wake up in the morning.
And she
meditates.
She recommended a book.
What she got?
How to Outwit the Devil. Interesting.
Wait a minute, by Napoleon Hill. I read that book. It is excellent.
Okay, we might have to do that one too for our book club. So yeah, we definitely need to.
That's a really good one.
Right. In the last episode we did, she's a goal getter.
Yes.
Right?
Not a gold digger, but a goal getter.
Goal getter.
There's a difference.
And we're going to continue to talk about goals
Yes.
because that's so important. Hi, Phyllis. Yes. I see you, ma'am. I see you. So we're coming off
so
of
much
the high.
engagement.
Yes,
thank you guys.
I love it. Thank you, and thank you all for being on YouTube.
Absolutely,
we absolutely appreciate it. So let's talk about The Soul of Money. What did you think about this book? What did you think? Tell me about. What did you think?
Well, okay, so I'm still on the 10x high. It is what it is. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Soul of Money.
I liked the book, but I have to say I didn't love it.
Okay,
I didn't love it.
That's all right.
And I mean, I like some of the concepts that she talks about the collaborative effort, working together and giving value for value, filling a need where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't resonate with me as much as 10X, because 10X was so powerful. But she did have some amazing points in there as far as like how you view wealth, because success looks different to all of us.
It does, yeah.
So when she talked about the woman who got divorced and had to move for her 2 children, and how she ended up staying with another family, and they welcomed her in, the family had the husband worked, the wife worked, and she was able to fill that need that they had for someone to be home with their kids and her kids as well. So she was able to cook and clean and do all those things. So I like that collaborative effort. I like that aspect of the book. And I like how, I mean, people in other countries, they're so willing to give, so willing to collaborate, so willing to work together. I feel like us with our first world problems, sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, I can't work with this person or this person.
Yeah,
like it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if we can work together, we can go further, we can build more. Yeah. And that's what I like about this book. Those concepts.
Yeah. Well, the author, Lynn Twist, this is The Soul of Money is by Lynn Twist. And she's a global activist, and she's also a fundraising expert. So she's traveled the world, and she has dedicated her career to addressing social and environmental issues. And she promotes positive change throughout the world. So a lot of the stories talk about her, her world travel and how she has experienced or has observed how these different cultures,
how they interact,
how they look at money, their viewpoint of money. And her concern is the moral and ethical challenges that money can bring to the table. Because, one of the examples that she gave was in India, for example, how, and it's really sad how parents, even, people, unscrupulous people, will mutilate someone's body or mutilate their children's body, because it allows them for people to feel sorry for them so they can get donations. Correct. So it's something that is a huge problem in a lot of developing, countries where, the viewpoint on money is very unethical, and, there's definitely some moral challenges there. So, her focus is more on, there's enough. It's this abundance mindset. What you have, we have to be comfortable and we have to be content with what we have, which is the opposite of
Grant Cardone.
Where he's like, don't get comfortable, don't settle,
don't get complacent.
Right. So what I like about it is it's true. I think it is a balance. I think that it's okay to want things. It's okay to want more for yourself. Yeah, it's okay to want to build financial or generational wealth for your family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's okay. And, I know coming from very meager beginnings, I didn't have a whole lot growing up, and I had to really work hard, and I work hard today because I want to provide a better life for my children. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yes, you can be content with what you have, but I don't think there's anything wrong with going for more. Now, where you do run into a problem, and this is what the crux of what she's talking about here, where you do run into problems is where you become ruthless and you step over people and you do things that are immoral or unethical for the love of money, right?
Yeah.
So that's where there's a balance. There's nothing wrong with, wanting more for yourself.
No, I agree. Wanting more for yourself and for your family, I think that's natural. And again, that's why I think success looks different to everybody. So whatever your level of success is, that's just what it is, but how you go about achieving that success, how you go about obtaining that success, that's the thing that's really going to show like who you are as a person, like your moral character, your moral compass. Do you have one? Basically,
Right. So I just did some comparisons and some contrasts between the books. Both books, both 10X and The Soul of Money, both emphasize the importance of your mindset when you're achieving your goals. The Soul of Money focuses on sufficiency, values, and ethical considerations, where 10X encourages a relentless pursuit of expansion and growth.
It does.
He's like, go doggedly after it, right?
Like, come on, Grant.
Both emphasize the importance of our attitudes towards wealth and how they shape our financial journeys. In contrast, it's the scarcity versus abundance mindset. And having an abundance, like I guess the author, Lynn, she talks about how having that abundance mindset can lead to more happiness because, and that's also something that I think I agree with rather. When you are content, when you are satisfied with what you have, you know, it can lead to just being happier, you know, if it's enough.
Your energy too. Like people can feel your energy if you're really excited, if you're really happy or not. So when you're content with what you have, that doesn't mean that you don't have to
go
want
after
more,
but you can be content with where you are
and say, you know, this is my goal, but I'm happy
here.
Yeah,
but I'm still happy.
I'm okay.
Here. I'm going to enjoy today. I'm going to be happy here, right?
Gratitude.
But I'm still going to go after more. I'm not going to be complacent, right? But I'm also okay because you can. There's billionaires that have achieved financial, I mean, like that's your holy grail, right?
Right.
And
absolutely
are not happy that, you know, experience depression and things like that. So it's not all about money. You do have to work on the inside.
Yes.
And so being content and being, you know, having understanding that you can still live abundantly and not, you know, have to have all of these things in order to be content and satisfied in your life.
Because I really believe the real abundance is relationships. At the end of the day, that's where the real abundance comes from. And that's what Lynn is talking about and what Grant's talking about too. If you can build those relationships, that's your biggest asset. You can build community. You can build, you know, because you might introduce me to somebody, I might introduce you to somebody that might introduce us to someone else who's that white whale, you know, or who's that client that we're going after. So you never know who you know or who I may know or whatever. But it's just creating those relationships and letting people know, hey, I know someone who does accounting. I know someone who does really good with marketing. But once you create a trust, know, and like relationship, people know you, they trust you, they like you, you're going to go far. Because that's the biggest thing in business is relationship.
And it's just doing right by people too.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
You have to just do the right thing. You know, and I believe in that. You never want to get to a place where business, you know, you just become so ruthless that you just step over people and you mistreat people because you're going after a particular, goal or pursuing something. So just always do right by people.
Because that's how you burn bridges at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you respect people, and no matter what, you know, place they are in their life, you respect people and you treat people the way that you want to be treated. And, you know, you're not going to please everybody. But I think at the end of the day, you know, you can be happy with yourself. You can still do well for yourself. You still can find success, and you can do right by people, and you can treat people well. I think you can do all the things. So it's a balance. Like I said, I think you could do a little bit of both.
I think so too.
And that's what I like about it. And so let us know, like, is there any dialogue? What do y'all think about just the concept of,
are y'all more like of the
like scarcity versus abundance? Like, do you
Which one is it for you?
Yeah. And the scarcity mindset is you feel like there's not enough. Right. And so you have to go after more. And that's Grant Cardone. Grant. And it's not competing and feeling like there's not enough out here for everybody. That's not really what he's saying.
Right.
He's saying that there is enough.
But how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it?
Yeah.
And, you know, are you willing to set goals for yourself? Are you willing to do the hard things? Do the hard things that nobody else wants to do?
That's that 10X. You know, like when he first started off his marketing company, instead of making 5 phone calls, he 10X that thing and made 50.
Oh gosh, I'm watching
all aspects of his life.
I'm watching The Undercover Billionaire, y'all. If you haven't watched that show, it's on HBO Max. There's 2 seasons, but Grant Cardone is on The Undercover Billionaire, and that's really good to watch because on the show they start out with they can't use their name, they can't use their fame. They have to start with $100. They don't get to bring their cell phone, so none of their contacts, none of their network,
none of their connections
tap into it. Can't tap into any of that. And they have an old truck. I don't know what kind of truck. I don't remember cars.
Right.
But they have an old truck. That's all they have. So when their goal, the objective is to make $1 million in 90 days. So the show is really good because they're having to they don't have money. They don't have shelter. They don't have food. They have the clothes on their back. I think they have some, a change of clothes, maybe something like that in their bag, but they don't have food. So they're having to go after the essentials. Mm-hmm. And so just to watch them and see how their minds operate, because these are billionaires, right? And to see how they think and how they operate and how they're able to, you can see that thought process of how they're able to go after the things. And really it's don't make excuses. It's that type of mentality because they're doing it. Right. They have nothing. They have $100. Grant Cardone didn't spend his first $100. He didn't spend any of the $100 bill. Really? He didn't spend any of the $100 he had until the third week.
Oh, he held on to that thing tight.
So he was able to barter. He made connections. He made connections. He was able to barter. Okay. So, I love there's this adage that it takes money to make money. And what they're doing is proving that
that's not necessarily
true. Right. It's about communicating. It's about making connections.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's about one of the biggest things, though, that they talk about as far as business principles is you got to be a salesperson. You got to be able to sell your dream to somebody else. You do. No matter what your business is, you have to be able to sell the business. And Grant Cardone, that's his background. He's a salesperson.
Even with going after careers, and you have to be able to sell yourself. You have to make yourself marketable. So
no matter what, even if you work a 9 to 5, you have to be able to sell yourself if you want to move up the ladder. Yeah. If you want to be able to, move to higher positions, you have to be able to sell yourself. Maybe not a business, but you have to sell yourself. So it's wise to take some classes. Like if you struggle in that area, it would be wise to take some communication classes. Absolutely. Work on the things that are bringing you fear. Next month, we're going to be talking about fear. And
we're going to
October. Fear. We're going to be talking about
that. Very interesting show next month. Yeah. But one of the things I do like about this show, too, I did see Dr. Dre's wife in the beginning. I can't remember her name, but
Monique? Is it Monique or Monica? It's Monique.
It's Monique. Okay. Yes. So Monique, so they did go after what they want. And I do agree. I like the process of okay, she was stressed. She was like, I got to eat, and
they all were.
At one point in time,
he was crying. He was in tears. He was like, I miss my family. I miss everybody.
She brought a baked potato. She said she wanted a salad, but the salad was too much. She had to get a baked potato from Wendy's. Right. So, when you think about doing what you have to do to make it happen and how hard you want to go after it, I love that part of the show. They all went after it. And that's more of the 10X way to do it, right? But I think Grant, although he is a 10X guy, he did use the collaboration, which is the soul of money, going out there, making those connections, bartering.
Making connection. And guess who's watching with us? Pastor Vega, Coach Vega, the communications
empowerment coach.
That's right. Yes. That's right. She knows all about the importance of the communication, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's what can hold you back. If you can't communicate, that's the only tool that you really have.
That's the biggest asset that you have.
And they had to come to the table with assets that did not include any of those materialistic things. Yeah. They had to come with their skills. They had to come with a positive mindset. They had to come with a strong work ethic.
Absolutely.
They had to come with drive. They had to come with their own passion.
They had to sell themselves. They had to understand, listen, this is who I am. But it's not about me. This is the value that I can add to your business. So that's one of the things that I like how they even Monique doing the marketing and the shots with the different juices and things like that. She went to business owners door to door, walking around.
She pounded the pavement. She went out there. That's right. And that doesn't take money.
Yeah, you can't. You don't want to get so caught up. Social media is a great marketing tool and it has its place, but sometimes you have to get in front of people. You have to implement that guerrilla marketing strategy. You have to go out, touch, feel, and let the people see and feel your energy and just be yourself. Because at the end of the day, people can tell when you're not yourself.
Yeah.
Just be yourself and take your time and enjoy the process. And then people will pick up on that energy. You know what? I do want to work with you. I like the way you think. I like that you are out here in the hot sun. She was out there in the hot sun, guys. With these little juice sample shots. Yeah. And they getting it done.
They didn't complain a lot and they didn't make excuses. And they had some challenges during the taping of the show. COVID was going on.
That's right.
And they did get a little frustrated, but they got right back out there. So it's easy. That takes me back to do the hard things
first.
And also even Grant's book about removing the excuses. Removing when it comes to going after your goals, just remove the excuses that the things, there's going to be obstacles and you work through them. and you learn from them. If there's failures, you learn from them.
And you move forward.
And it's okay. It's okay to fail. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay,
you're not going to die.
Right. Right.
You're not going to die.
Did you die? But did you die? That's right.
No, you did not die.
What's the worst thing that can happen? And even when it comes to just getting out here and networking and communicating, that's why we're encouraging you to come out.
Come out to the brunch.
Come out to the brunch, meet some people, because you never know what connections you may make there.
That is so true.
But if it's something that you might struggle with, like if you know, I'm not or you are, what are you telling yourself?
What do you think exactly?
Are you telling yourself, I'm not a people person, or people don't like me, or women don't like me, or like, what are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, I'm not a good communicator? I'm like, what are you saying to yourself?
You got to change those thoughts. Actually, you have to, when you have a thought like that, you need to stop it immediately, and then you need to replace it with something positive. So if it's, people won't like me, you know what? I'm gonna go up there and be my best self, and the people who I'm meant to connect with are gonna connect with me.
Right.
You have to really shift your mindset, and you have to speak to yourself in a very positive way.
Right.
But one thing I like about Grant's concept as well, although we're supposed to be talking primarily about the soul of money, but I do like the fact that he says when you take out the excuses, you take out that victim mentality.
That's right.
Because you're not a victim.
No.
You take that away.
And why would you want to be a victim?
Exactly.
Unless you're looking for that type of, are you
attention.
looking for attention? Do you want people to feel sorry for you?
Right.
If that's not the case, then remove the excuses and remember that you have the power. You do have the power. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can do all things.
I know we got it.
We are here to talk about being financially wise, and one of the things is what the first topic, or the first thing that we wanted to discuss is, what are you telling yourself about money? What are you telling yourself?
They're not enough, or
I'm always going to be here. I'm always going to be in this place.
Right.
Are you setting goals for yourself? Like I said, we've been building up to this thing, right?
Episode
and
9,
the relationship that we have with money, it's all part of this. It's all part of this. So if you find yourself where you just can't seem to, no matter how much you make, no matter how much more money you make, you always find yourself struggling with money. What are you telling yourself about money?
What is your mindset around that?
Right.
Because that pattern is showing you something about yourself.
That's right. Yeah. Are you respecting money? The money that you earn, are you respecting it? Or are you just spending money frivolously? So
what does that look like, respecting money? Dive a little deeper into that. What does that mean?
It means that make every dollar count.
I like that.
Make every dollar count.
Yeah.
Because you should be, your money should be working harder for you
than you are
even when you sleep. When you sleep, you should be looking at your money to say, it's easy to say, okay, I'm going to go get this cup of, I'm going to buy this Starbucks over here because it's only $5. It's only this. It's only that.
That only adds up.
All those things add up, right? And it adds up to be the big thing. So what happens if you were able to invest that money, put that money into your retirement plan, and we're going to talk a bit about setting a budget. We still have some time. We're going to talk about, setting the budget.
Right.
Treat the money that you have with respect, and know that every dollar has a purpose and it serves a purpose. It doesn't mean that you can't treat yourself and you can't do things for yourself. But when you're doing that constantly and you're finding that there's never enough, you do really have to stop and see where your money is going. And think about, what are you telling yourself about money? Because you don't have to make this wild amount of money in order to be successful. You really don't. It's the amount that you're getting to keep.
Right. And it's knowing what type of lifestyle do you want to live? That's where I think you really need to start. What do you want your lifestyle to look like? Because if you know what your lifestyle looks like, you can say, okay, well, this is my budget. This is where I'm going to start. This is where this is how much I need to put aside. This is how much I need to save. This is how much I need to invest. So what type of lifestyle do you want? First, figure that out. But in figuring that out, you have to know how much things cost. Do you want to live in an apartment? Do you want to live in a townhome? Do you want to live in a 1,200 square foot home, a 5,000 square foot home? What does that look like? Knowing your numbers means knowing, okay, how much all the things cost for the lifestyle that you want. So it's not a pie in the sky type of dream. So talk about that, knowing your numbers and budgeting and things like that, with being wise with money.
You have to know where the money is going. You got to know. Okay. And if you don't know, it might be hard. If you don't know what you're spending on your credit cards, if you don't know how much is going out of your bank account, sometimes you just have to, you got to sit down and you got to face it. Ooh. You got to open it up. You got to open up your face it. You have to face it. You have to put it together. And don't be afraid to see, because ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance might be keeping you broke. Yeah. If you're broke, it might be keeping you there by not saying, okay, what is going on? Where's my money going? You might need to spend less. You might need to make more. You might need to do both. And that's both personally and in your business. You might need to just cut back, like see where the leaks are. All right. If the ship is sinking, where is the leaks coming in? All these leaks are coming in and the water is just coming in the boat.
It's slowly sinking.
Right. You're sinking, right? So, okay. All right. Where's all of it going? And let me just stop the leaks at least.
Plugging them in. Right.
Right. Okay. So if you don't know where your money is going, that's why it's important. I know sometimes people cringe when you say budget, but no, this is a tool that you can use to help you to reach your goals. You have to know. So if you don't know, just go ahead and, if you have most banks will allow you to export into, let's say, Excel and group and categorize what you have coming in and what you have going out. That's right. And so if you can either do that, some have tools like there's Mint. There's
Mint's a really good
that you can connect to your bank. If you're uncomfortable with that, do it the old school way and bring it into an Excel spreadsheet. But look and see where your money is going.
That's the key right there.
Right. And if you find that every month you don't have enough, you really do have to stop and look at, okay, what do I need to do to balance this budget? Okay,
right. To where at least you're going to cringe when you face it. Think about how every month, how much stress that's causing you to cringe month after month when you don't have enough. You have more month than money at the end of the month. Right.
And if you got yourself into some trouble where there's debt, there's credit card debt, there's loans, there's things like that. Okay, you have to still pay your bills, and you might have gotten yourself into a pickle. Well, okay, you might need to make a little bit more. That's why I said you may have to stop expenses. You might need to make more. You may need to do both at the same time, right? Yeah. And that's okay. If that means that you need to start something on the side, there's great tax benefits to starting a business, by the way.
She's about to drop them gems, Go on, drop them now.
But, if you need to bring in some extra income, because you have to take care of your debt, your credit matters. So if you're not paying your debt, you open those bills up, call the creditors, call them. Do not hide under a rock.
No, don't let the month come and then you hadn't paid the bill and now it's a late payment, because that's going to count against you.
That's going to make things worse. And it's just going to put you in a situation where things are going to snowball. So
absolutely.
Don't hide from it. That's what I recommend.
You have to face
it and communicate. Call the creditors, call whomever and say, hey, some creditors will have hardship. They'll have, hardship
People will
programs.
work with you if you communicate.
Right.
More often than not, the creditors will work with you. They don't want you. Well, they kind of do, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But they'll work with you if you give them a call. And one little tip I want to give you with the credit is, if you don't want to use credit just to go out there and go shopping. Your personal credit I'm talking about. Use your personal credit cards for fixed monthly expenses. That looks like car insurance. That looks like utility bills, things that you would pay anyway. So that way you get the points for those, especially if you have like a cash rewards card or whatever type of rewards you have. Because a lot of these cards do have rewards. It's just knowing how to properly use those cards to benefit, because the whole process it is of even using credit is to get more credit. So you get more access to more capital to fund some things.
But you have to be disciplined.
You do have to.
That technique can work, but you have to be disciplined. So if you're in a situation where you're not able to pay those cards off, don't even do all that stuff on your credit card. And then
monthly expenses.
Yes, you would have to pay those anyway. Yeah. But you have to be careful about that. Yes, there's credit strategies, but if you're in a situation where you're in like Operation Stop Loss, right?
Oh, no.
You're in Operation Stop Loss. They'll put all that stuff on that credit card because it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to snowball because now you have interest and everything else, right? So you have to get real with your money. Yeah. You have to get real about your spending and where you are. So we can talk on and on and on. Lamar's back there. He's like,
y'all really
it's time today. Yes. Right. So we talked about the mindset of money. We talked about budgeting and credit.
Yes. Hey, Kayla. Hey, sis.
One of the other things that I wanted to say, if you have your ducks in a row, okay, I need you to make sure that you are building that nest egg, okay? Make sure that if you have the opportunity, if your employer allows you to contribute to your 401k or your 403b, please contribute. That will help you from a tax perspective, but that's also helping you to build your nest egg, okay? So if you have extra cash reserves and you have the wherewithal to do that, just make sure that you're at least doing that and then looking at other opportunities. There's all different ways. You can invest in stock, you can invest in bonds, you can invest in real estate, you can start a business. There's a lot of other ways that you can pursue it, building wealth, right? But just make sure that you're doing the basics, because I see, as a CPA, I see a lot of opportunities for taxpayers to save money by just contributing to their 401ks. Okay. So
I do want to answer. We got a question from Shanita White, and she has a question about paying collections. She says, paying collections, it doesn't raise your credit score. Why pay them? Just saying. Great point, Shanita. You should not pay your collections because that's a third-party collection. The only collection you should pay is an in-house collection. So if you, let's say you got a cell phone from Verizon and you didn't pay the bill for whatever reason because life happens, and then they outsource that bill to a third-party collection company, you're not obligated to pay. But if they are collecting from an in-house, meaning that Verizon is collecting directly from you, from their own collection company, then you are obligated to pay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great question. We might have to do a strategy session with her, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that is, well, let's go ahead and we're in wrap-up mode right now, guys. So business bestie tip, we're going to say, is celebrating wins. Make sure that you are celebrating the wins.
Small and big.
Small and big, because the small things can become big things, right?
Absolutely.
Get into the circle. There's so many different ways you can come to our events. Absolutely. You can book a session with us where we can do a one-on-one, answer those questions for you. So we can get, let's get down and dirty. Let's look at those numbers if you need it, or we can talk about things like communication and other ways that we might be able to help you be successful. So next week, we want you to tune in. We're going to be doing episode 10. And we're going to be covering
episode 10, y'all. We in there.
Right. It is going to be, she is a networking maven.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So we want you to tune in because we want to talk about making connections, right? All right. So thank you all so much for tuning in.
Thank you
so much. Make sure, if you have not subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also that little bell. Okay. And follow us on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be expanding, doing more.
Yes, so make sure you go follow the party on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, but the party is on YouTube. Okay, come on over to YouTube, yeah. That's what we need y'all at. Make sure you hit the like button and share. If you know someone who can use this information and you feel that it's been beneficial and valuable for you, go ahead and share it.
That's right.
We appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yay, yay, yay.
Remember, you belong here.
Right here. Right here.
Thank you for joining the She's in the Circle podcast. See you on all our social media platforms for more empowering episodes and contagious laughter. Follow us for useful business tips, subscribe to access valuable gems, and wealth-building tips that will ignite your success.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for exciting conversations, and stay in the loop with your business bestie.
At L'Amour Media Versatility, we aim to provide comprehensive solutions to our clients. We have a team of experienced professionals who can help you with every aspect of your media needs. From documentation and marketing to promotion and more, we provide our clients with top-notch quality services. We understand that each client is unique and has specific needs. That's why our team works closely with you to understand your company and event goals and objectives. We are committed to providing the highest quality services in media and strive to exceed our clients' expectations. Our team is passionate about helping you reach your goals and making sure you get the best experience and results. If you're looking for a reliable business to help you with all your media needs, look no further than L'Amour Media Versatility. Contact us today to get started at 252-497-3817 or at www.lamour-photos.com.